Hey, welcome back to Keeping Up with the Chaldeans. Today we have a very special guest. Me and Junior are going to interview today. His name's Anthony Acho from Rent-A-Bounce. He's the man.
What's up, guys?
This is episode 23, Michael Jordan's number.
He's one of the, if it's not Sean, he's one of the next best athletes.
Sean.
He's one of the next best athletes in
the
our
Chaldean
community.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why 23 fits him perfect,
The Hooper.
right?
The
Yes.
Hooper. Yeah.
Thank you. That was the old days.
Yeah.
I'm retired now.
Oh, boy.
Yep. Awesome
Well,
to have
thanks
you
for
on,
joining
buddy.
us, man.
Thanks for having me.
What do you want
guys.
to tell us about Rent-A-Bounce?
Just wanted to come out here and, obviously be a part of this this broadcast. You guys are doing a great
Keeping
thing
up with Chaldeans,
the
baby.
Chaldeans. And,
Thank you.
A lot of my business and support comes from the Chaldean community.
Yeah.
So they definitely kept me afloat when I started.
We're all blessed to be Chaldean.
For sure. So the company's called Rent-A-Bounce. We actually do more than just bounce houses. It's mostly all party rentals.
Yeah, you guys are expanding a lot.
Yeah,
to
so we
different,
do a lot of tents, tables, chairs. We're doing arcade games now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we do a
cool.
lot of concessions.
Well,
that kind of
how
stuff.
long ago did it start? Let's go back to how it's, how many years it started and.
Well, I got to go back to when my sister was graduating high school, so about 8 years ago.
Sky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best athlete in the
The
family.
best athlete in the family.
Yep.
The three cup holding
Yeah, she's got
flag football
Three, was it
champion.
the Stitha Cup?
The Stitha Cups, yeah.
So
God, I wonder how that rested with Timmy.
Timmy's got like 4 cups, so he's good.
Timmy's
So he
doing fine.
always holds that one extra in his hand, walks around the house with
Of
it.
course, and he beat us last year, so he's definitely on top right now.
Yeah.
But so like she was graduating high school, and she was like, I want to do a graduation party and all this and that, and she wanted to get a bounce house, and I started calling around, and there wasn't that many companies that did it at the time, and they were outrageously priced when I tried to do it, and I asked her, I said, do a lot of people do this?
Like, what were they charging back then?
It was like for an obstacle course around $700-800.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because that was the supply and demand.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
There
Wow.
wasn't too many, and there was a
crazy.
bigger company out there, and there was a few mom and pop shops.
Sure.
That
Had the
will be a little
onesies
bit
and twosies in there.
And you
but
know who the mom and
Sure.
pop shops are now, even today.
For sure. So back then it was like, all right, I did it. We rented it. It was fun. We had a blast. So I asked her. I said, do a lot of people do this? Is this normal?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And she's like, all my friends do it. Everyone, all the high schools, graduation parties, that's what they do.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. I looked into it, researched it a little bit, and I took a shot, and I purchased a few bounce houses. I got 2, actually, just to start off, and mostly referrals.
What did they
friends
cost
and
you
family.
early on?
It was around $7,000 for those 2.
Big.
That
That's
I got.
expensive.
It was actually me and my friend Sean did it. Sean,
Yeah.
Sean
Yep.
Mattia.
Yep.
We started it off together.
Sean, the second best basketball
Second
player or
best.
the first?
So definitely the second
player?
best.
Okay, so he knocked him down. All right,
okay.
so we got the real
So we have
23
You're
here.
Gennaro.
gonna disrespect me on
What about
my
Gennaro?
show?
No.
Right.
Yeah,
So what about Gennaro? What number is he?
Gennaro's up there. He's probably number 1
Number 1?
Yeah.
Before you?
before me. I'll put him
What?
up there.
Okay.
I'm gonna be very modest right now.
Oh, yeah, you should be. Yeah.
That's
good.
So that means I'm below Sean then, right? So Gennaro 1, Sean 2.
Okay.
Just say I'm top 5. Can we say that?
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fine.
Yep.
Yeah, Will
Yep.
Chamberlain. All
Yeah, I was
that
gonna say
guys, too.
Kareem, all of
You're
them.
the Jordan, though.
Yeah, 2-3 today.
I'll let you guys say it.
Okay,
And I'll
yeah.
just accept it. How's that?
Fair.
Jordan.
Fair
yeah.
enough. So yeah, we did that for that summer, and we just got a bunch of family and friend referrals, and just from that point on, we just kept growing every year, getting more stuff. People asking for this, that, and the other, and here we are.
So you went from 2 bounce houses to how many do you have now?
Over 30.
30. Wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
over 30. We got over 30 tents.
That's
Over
great.
1,000 chairs.
So what else is besides tent and chairs, and what else?
Linen, table covers, linens, all the little odds and ends that you don't think of
Yeah.
that people ask you for, and then you're like, all right, let me go get that because that's
Yeah.
what they want. So concession stands. We need generators for like park events, school events, things like that you
Yeah,
never thought you
popcorn
needed.
machines.
Popcorns,
Yeah.
cotton candy,
Cotton
snow
candy.
cones.
Snow cones, all that.
We even do Shivari chairs now, and we have a photo booth.
What does that mean, Shivari?
Shivari chairs like for weddings.
Oh, no kidding.
So they're typically for at weddings, but we do a lot for private events, like at home, like more higher end, fancier fancier events, they want like nicer chairs.
Very cool.
So we have those. We got those in stock now. We got a photo booth now. Just recently, we did that.
And they go to
rentabounce.com. They can see everything. All of our inventory is pictured on there.
Wow.
Cool.
So 8 years later, this is where you're at with it.
Yeah.
It's grown big.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Big growth. And you do a lot of your events through the Metro Detroit area, or do you travel through Michigan or outside of Michigan? Or like, where's your territories?
We're mostly in like Oakland County.
Okay.
We try to stay. We go to Macomb also.
Yep.
Sure. East side.
We do a lot of Wayne. Not a lot of Wayne. We go downtown, do a lot of corporate events in the downtown area, but like not the suburban Detroit area. We try not. We go wherever we can go. It just kind of depends on when they want it. You know, it's busier season. We try not to travel too far because we want to keep all of our trucks closer to the areas in case there's an issue.
Drop-offs, pickups, setups.
Yep, exactly. Because most of the stuff is out like on Saturday and it's got to go somewhere on Sunday.
Yeah.
So we got to pick it up and get it there on Sunday. So we got to make sure we're not too far.
So you started with you and Sean?
Me and Sean started with 2 bounce houses.
And are you still together with?
Sean is not with the company anymore. He's got to a point where it was kind of just a side thing that we started, and he moved on with it. He, doing great with his work now. So
now you're holding it down.
Something I took over by myself, and
so you did bring on a partner, didn't you?
Yeah. Right now, Brian Franzo as a partner. He's involved.
If you ask him, he doesn't know any Chaldeans.
Yeah.
I don't know any Chaldeans.
I don't think I've met him. I don't even.
Never met Brian Franzo? Okay.
No.
If you see him, you'll know.
Yeah. You've seen him in the bar
Yeah.
somewhere doing something.
For sure.
And bringing him on, was that to help more for like to get you financially over a hump, or was it so that you needed the assistance, or both?
It's more for growth, more assistance to grow and expand.
Sure.
It's tough to do everything by yourself.
Yeah.
So in order to grow and do more things.
Well, to have 30 bounce houses, right?
Yeah.
You'd have to be in multiple places to make it feasible to have 30 house bounce. So you're going to need that manpower.
But
definitely.
I think you have more than 30.
It's closer to 40 now.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're buying constantly.
Yeah, moving, and do you reselling them too?
Yeah. Well, we like to outsource, resell after every 2-3 years.
Yeah.
And get new inventory, clean inventory.
Right. So you've been through how many hundreds of bounce houses? Yeah.
For sure, hundreds.
Any wild stories where one of the bounce houses flew when there was high winds and stuff?
You know what? We haven't really had any crazy stories up until this year.
Oh, okay.
I was actually out of town when this happened. We had a bounce house set up on the lake in Waterford. And crazy storms I didn't know about. But apparently the bounce house went from this side of the backyard to this side of the backyard.
Wow.
Luckily, no one was in it.
No
one was in it because it was storming and it was crazy winds.
Right,
the bounce house was actually turned off, and somehow got lifted up, and it was like when when there was like those tornado sirens going on. I wasn't here, and so I don't know how bad it was, but closer to the lake, it's always
like Dorothy
risky.
And
you've seen some. It's, I don't want to say funny, but you've seen some people actually take off and fly off,
crazy.
and you're exactly like you said.
I get videos all the time from people showing me stuff that happened in different states.
Yeah, like, is this gonna happen to me?
I was like,
it's
a lot of times they didn't do it properly. They didn't stake it down.
Exactly. And then when the weather's like that, what the heck they doing outside?
Exactly.
Like, what are you doing having a party outside when the weather's gonna be
flying,
crazy
hoping to click your red shoes and end up in Oz.
Back in
Kansas.
We're not in Kansas anymore.
On our website, we have like a protocol, So if it's like over 15-mile-an-hour winds, we tell you, hey, shut it down.
Yep.
We have a really good when you pay and stuff,
we check out in the system.
Yeah,
and
we're
what to do step by step.
Exactly, and so we're very very easygoing when it comes to like cancellations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We don't want to take anyone's money if we didn't give them a service, right? But what we do, we offer like credit vouchers for them in the future for whatever they paid for if it happened to rain that day, because that's our business. We have to work. I'm constantly looking at the forecast on a regular basis.
So what about people that have never rented a bounce house? Like, what should they do? When should they call you, and why should they have a bounce house at their party? What's the best time?
Or just not just the bounce house, or any of the services you offer.
For sure. I mean, honestly, after I deal with a client that has told me, "Oh, this is my first time," whatever, and after the fact, they're always like, "Man, that was the best babysitter ever."
Yeah,
it just keeps the kids so involved and
so busy,
keeps them out of the house.
Happy,
and they don't even bother you. So they're like, "Man, I'll just on a Sunday at my mom's house, I'll just bring one over." You know, it's like so. It's a great experience. It's nerve-wracking the first time because you don't know what to expect. Our policy is like we take payment up front, right? So, just to reserve it for you, just because we have limited inventory.
Of
So people are getting nervous about that. Oh, I have to pay before I get the service, blah blah blah. So we just send them to Google and say, hey, just read our reviews. We have a 5-star rating on Google to make them feel a little bit better about it.
Yep.
And it always works out great.
Well, let's talk
and not
about
just bounce. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No,
but we're really expanding in the tent business right now.
Yeah.
So
tents are huge.
Tents are very big, and people are doing.
What kind of tents do you have?
Mostly all frame tents.
Well,
so people don't know the difference between frame tent and canopy tents. Pole tents, for example. Pole tents are more like I want to say lower end, but like they are lower end quality tents.
Okay.
A lot of poles in the middle of the tent. Can't really fit as many people in those kind of tents. So we stick with just frame tents. So what a frame tent is, it can be placed on grass or concrete. If it is on concrete, we have to have access to like water, so we can fill up the water barrel, so it can be secured to that.
Nice. So you're not going to spike anyone's.
Exactly. No concrete.
There
are companies that do that,
right.
but we don't want to do that. We just try to stay away from any damages or anything like that. And so a frame tent. It's only 4 corner poles. It's completely open in the middle.
Really? So how big? How big can those go?
So they come in 20 by 20s. But we can expand them 20 wide as long as you want and just connect them together. So you can have 20 by 100.
And no pole in between.
No pole in the middle. It's completely open.
The standard, so people understand the difference between your firework display is usually that pole tent, which looks kind of a little low end. And
Is it?
Yeah, almost like what the circus
type. Yeah, circus type tent.
Exactly it.
These are like nice high-end frame marquee tents, they call
20 by 20.
20 by 20.
That's big, man.
We do a lot of 20 by 40s. There's 20 by 30, 20 by 40, 20 by 60. Those are the most popular.
With 4 poles?
No. The 20 by 40s will have 8 poles.
Oh,
but all on the
there's 2 of them.
Exactly. There's 2 put together.
I got you. Okay.
So, but yeah, there's
but
only
center mass, you can walk
how do you keep
freely.
The water out?
There's gutters that connects the tent.
Oh, no kidding.
So that all the water, if it rains, for example, it'll flow out the outside.
Right.
So
anyone
glad to know that for events,
graduation, well,
or even
graduation parties, but anything
even
outside
events.
Right now. Yeah.
You do outside events that are they're still going to be going probably till October.
Oh, yeah.
So you can even use it for that. And to go on to some of the stuff you're talking about, the services that you're offering, go back for a second and say when you started off with 2 bounce houses, you relied on the Chaldean community to give you all the support. How does someone come to know all the stuff you offer now? Where are you marketing? I know word of mouth is always great, but where do you go beyond that?
We're on Facebook. We get a lot of hits on the Facebook Chaldean moms on Facebook.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
So we get blasted on there a lot. Where else? Google is where we do most of our advertising.
Okay.
Instagram, social media.
So you evolved outside of
and we've got so
Chaldeans
many
more.
repeat clients now. It's just like, hey, Anthony told me you did this for him. He referred me. That kind of stuff. So.
Well, good.
Yeah, I've been a customer, but he doesn't seem to be charging me ever.
He took care of my CFL fee for a while.
Kind of strange.
What's the what do you see for the future of Rent to Bounce? Where is it going? Are you ever going to get it to a level where you want to sell out, or is this something you look to be in for years to come and expanding on it to other markets?
I'm so like emotionally connected to the business.
It's your baby now.
Yeah,
it's almost like my baby, like you said. And, I just see it getting bigger and bigger. Obviously, when you get to such a big level, it's so much harder to maintain and control. So my biggest thing is growing at a level where service is not getting diminished. Exactly. So I want to keep that 5-star rating, 4.5-star rating, not just on Google, but in everyone's minds. You know? So just trying to grow little by little and not overdo it, and just see where it takes us. Really.
Good.
And you're a proud Chaldean American Chamber of Commerce member?
I am, I am. Thanks to my buddy Anthony.
Yes,
over
sir.
here.
A little persuasive, right?
Not at all, actually. No. It was pretty simple. I do a lot. I try to give back to the Chaldean committees as much as possible. We do a lot of outings. They support me. I gotta try to support them. All the Catholic schools, they really are supportive. So I try to sponsor and do whatever we can, as much as we can within our limit.
Do you do business with? And I'm just bringing him up because he does a lot of stuff. And Jason George, do you ever deal with him? Does he reach out to you?
Event to do.
Yeah, Event to do. Do they ever reach out to you to use you guys?
I don't think I've ever met Jason personally.
We'll
maybe
get you guys together.
Yeah, he may have used me before or
I
vice
think
versa.
he's told me that he has. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but not personally. Maybe one of his staff has reached out to me or something like that.
Yeah, he's good.
We're also on quick events. their website. We're a preferred vendor for them.
What's Quick Events?
It's just an event company that people go to their site and book things.
Okay.
Whether it's horseback riding in their like they want to bring like farm animals and stuff like that. They do a bunch of corporate events too.
Yeah.
So you can go on that website, and they're more in like not just the Chaldean community. They're
everywhere,
pretty broad. So.
Are they a Michigan-based company?
They are a Michigan-based company.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
And you guys are located where? So when people want to reach out to you, they visit you, or you just do everything over the phone, or how does that work?
Mostly everything's over the phone.
Okay.
I mean, if they want to come to the warehouse, we're in Sylvan Lake, so right on Orchard Lake. And
well, you don't pick up, right?
They do pickups. We do pickups for like small tables and chair rentals.
Okay, gotcha.
We can offer that.
Yeah.
But as far as bounce houses and tents, no, we don't.
You guys deliver and all that.
We deliver.
You deliver, set up.
Deliver, set up,
break down.
break it down.
So if they saw Keeping Up with the Chaldeans, a day in the town in Birmingham, they actually supplied us for our tables and our event, and they helped us set up with the tent and everything. And they also disassembled when it was time to go, pulled up, rocked it out, and gone, and was very fair on the price. And
beautiful.
It was great working with them.
Yeah,
we did actually like 5-6 years ago. Our first time at that event was with Churchill's.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, we did a dunk tank.
Oh wow!
Up front.
I remember seeing that.
Yeah, it was a good time. That was our first time over there.
Who was actually in the Who was in the tank?
They were.
I was.
Yeah.
What? Did you get paid for that extra?
I did not.
I think Sean was in there too, right?
Sean was in there a little bit.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
That's Nash Day Tuna, right?
Yep.
Yep. Nash and Ernest.
Ernest too. Yeah.
Ernest Yaldu.
We set up right in front of
Ernest Yaldu, the best center in the CFL.
Second best.
No, Ernest is the best.
He's great.
Yeah.
He won his first ship a couple years ago.
He won back to back.
Oh, back to back. Yeah,
he
you're
won
right.
back to back.
Ernest and
He
Marv.
won with green and then with yellow.
Yellow against us.
Yeah.
Is Marv still playing too?
Marv,
no.
He hurt his shoulder.
He hurt his
he
shoulder
did?
again,
Yeah.
Good boys though.
Great
best
guys.
Yeah.
Great guys.
Yeah. He's been running Churchill's for a while for Nash. He's been holding it down pretty good.
Yeah.
He used to run Elysium too back in the day.
Oh yeah, he was with the Bahuras.
Right,
he was. Yep, he was with those. What other things can you encourage somebody? I mean, because it's a big community.
Yeah, because you weren't in this business originally. You went to school to be an accountant, right?
Yeah.
So what changed up, and what encouraged you to get into this? I mean, I know your mom and dad are very big supporters of you guys, of all the boys, and Sky too, and have you. But it's give us some things that encouraged you to do this, and encourage the next guy. That again, it's so big out there.
Yeah.
You can still supply. You could probably do this 2-3 times over and still not have enough.
Sure.
Look at how you got in the business. Just
started out.
Sky having a graduation party,
right? And 2 bounce houses.
And then you saw an opportunity, you jumped on it. So like, what should people look for? Like where should they look to kind of get into opportunity and launch their own business?
Honestly, my biggest thing was, fortunate I had my family to support me, so I was able to do this on the side and see where it took off. And I had no idea that this was where it would go.
Sure.
But I looked for a problem, and I found a solution.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what I would tell someone. Try to find the solution for a problem and go with it. You have to have support, but sometimes it's just you don't have the support, and you just got to do it, and it's a grind. But hey, me and Sean when we started, we were setting up bounce houses on Saturday morning, picking them up at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Going home, sleeping for 2 hours, and then setting them up the next morning.
And then coming to play in the CFL.
And coming to play football.
Yeah, that was crazy, man.
My wife thought I was crazy at the time. So
it's dedication.
Yeah, for sure.
That's another part of being successful at business. Dedication is what you
grind,
get.
man.
Yeah. It's not going to just land in our lap.
Family support helps,
Oh yeah, and I think a lot of our viewers, a lot of our community have that family support, and that's what makes us so lucky to be Chaldean, and to have that family backing and just the support from everyone all the time.
Do you speak Sudeth in case you get those clients that call you, or do you have to pass it? Do you speak?
My wife will tell you that my Sudeth is terrible.
Okay.
But I think I do a good job.
Does she speak Sudeth?
She speaks Sudeth.
So you have to do a 3-way call real quick?
I'm not going to say that she's better than me, but she'll tell you she's better than me.
Right.
All right.
Will she tell us she's better than you in English or in Sudeth?
Both.
Oh, both. Okay.
That's a good one.
Yeah, no, I get a lot of sometimes I'll put the phone on speaker and they'll be talking to me in Arabic and I have no idea what they're saying.
Right.
So I'll be around somebody that speaks it and they'll just translate for me.
Something a little bit off that we don't. Give us one of your hardest points that either made you feel like you were going to give up doing this, or you said, I'm punching this full throttle and going forward.
Sure. I guess I have to say with with Rent-A-Bounce, when I started it, it was when me and Sean, we started it, it wasn't very profitable. Obviously, first 2, 3, 4 years, we kept seeing that we have to spend so much money on inventory.
Yeah.
It's like, when are we gonna get this money back? And then you'll make some money, and then you'll be like, man, but we gotta go buy this, that. It's like, what's the point? You know? So then I got a corporate job, and I was like, I did that for like.
What were you doing?
I was at Quicken Loans working, I was an underwriter there. And it worked out to be at like the right time. It was like winter time when I don't have nothing going on, and we just started. So it's like, there's nothing to do. I got this job, and I was at it for like 6, 7 months, and then it was May, and people started calling, and I kept seeing, man, this is gonna be busy. Yeah. And I'm just like, okay, let me just. I said, I'm married at this time, so I'm like, what do? I got someone I got to support now. I can't just up and try something new if I fail. So I took a chance, and I said, you know what? I did this. I'm miserable here. I hate this corporate job. And, let me just take a chance, and I did. And I just didn't allow myself to fail.
Good for you.
I'm not saying I'm perfect or whatever, but I tried, and I just made it so that.
We'll ask your mom if we want to hear you're perfect, right?
So she'll tell you that.
She'll tell you.
But you just got to find a reason to keep fighting. And my reason was my family, my wife, and now my kids, and so that's what it was.
I heard a statement before when it comes to that: kids make you rich.
Yeah.
You got to work for them.
Oh yeah,
that's what it is.
You want to shout out your kids?
Yeah, shout out Troy, Eli, and Gavin, my 5-month-old.
Oh,
God bless,
I love
man.
those guys. They're my everything.
Cutest things ever, man.
Thanks, man.
Cutest boys ever.
Yeah, they have a good time at CFL mornings.
Oh yeah.
Well, just watching your brother is just.
You see them walk up when they walk up and they see their cousins there, like their little cousins.
Yeah,
crazy.
They go crazy for each other, man. It's such a beautiful thing to see, man.
CFL is just awesome. If people haven't ever checked it out, just to be there on a Sunday,
it's great.
even if you're just coming to watch you boys play, it was cool. I used to go there year after year in the morning. It's just it changes though in time.
It does.
I do mass at 8. I see Jordan Rassam there, and he's always really takes the bread, hits me with the quick 5. Gotta go. What do you mean, Jordan?
Are you serious?
Jordan is 8 a.m. every Sunday. He is
really.
We are at church. I always spot him.
So what about his early games?
He'll go to that afternoon.
He'll go to 10 or he'll.
No shit.
Yeah, he's always there.
Yep.
What a G, man.
Yep.
That's why I don't get mad at him when he shows up late for the game a little bit, because I know where he's at.
Yeah,
I never knew.
Yeah, he never shows up late for a game.
No, but
like,
if he's
I say, hey guys, we're playing at 9:30, be here at 9. He comes at whenever you want.
Yeah, he's there right at some like.
He's a seasoned vet.
I can get my peace be with you.
You should get it from him.
Yeah, he's always there.
But I have to say I dig deep, and I do everything I do is for my family and be able to support them, because I can't come home and not be able to take care of those guys.
For sure.
So on social media, just throwing it out there, are you Rent-A-Bounce on Instagram and Facebook?
Yep.
Is that what you have? Okay.
Yep,
so people can reach out to you on there, get in touch.
Yeah.
And they can also see events that you guys have done before.
Oh yeah, we got a bunch of posts of what we've done in the past. Cool. We do a lot of sales in the off season, packages, things like that. You'll find it on Instagram. Everything that goes on Instagram goes on Facebook too. So
throw out there to the audience.
Yeah.
We know you do, your bounce house and stuff, summertime. What is off season committed to? Like, are you coming to weddings and bringing the photo booth? Are you doing?
Well, this is our first year with the photo booth.
Okay.
So we're starting to book a lot of events in October, November.
What's the photo booth look like?
It's like an open photo booth. We do custom backdrops. Cool. We offer social media messaging for the pictures. You can print. Red carpet, all a bunch of options, but very similar to what you see out there, but at
the graduations and
stuff that you see at weddings, communions, things like that. So off season, it's a lot of just Shivari chair rentals, linens. We do a lot of small events, a lot of corporate stuff that they do the arcade games and the carnival games, stuff like that.
The arcade games you guys pull up in the truck, is that what it is? And they go inside, or is it actually
It's actual arcade games.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Like what games?
There's, what are the games? We have the Chaos Strike-A-Light, which is a Strike-A-Light version. It's a 2-player Strike-A-Light game, but it's a 4-player version of it. That's a newer game. We have a Pixel Play game, which it's a 2-player Kind of like they play against each other, Galaga, Tetris.
Oh, nice.
Pac-Man.
Keeps the kids busy.
That's the old
right?
Snake.
That's
You guys
my
remember
stuff.
Snake?
Yeah.
On the Nokia?
Yeah.
So that, yes, is it Centipede? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, no,
They used to call it
Snake
Nokia
is different.
Snake,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's different.
Snake.
I didn't know that.
So you're
Yeah.
playing two players.
Yep.
They do that, and
Okay.
then there's really cool the Indy 500.
The kids love that shit?
They love it, man.
Yeah.
They go crazy. The community parties
Best way
was
to
a big
keep them
hit
occupied.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, even if you.
And do you do bounce houses, indoor bounce houses?
Yeah,
Okay.
we do. It's, we don't
Like
have
how
a
big
venue.
of a room do they need?
You need
Big
about
clearance?
14, 15-foot clearance.
Okay.
But most banquet halls,
Mhm.
gyms. We do a lot of events at Lifetime Commerce, Lifetime Troy.
Oh, yeah?
They rent out the gym, and then we'll bring the bounce house to them.
Oh,
They
cool.
rent out the gym for what, like parties and
For
stuff?
birthdays?
Yeah, for birthdays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
The
nice.
biggest struggle for people I find, and
Space.
I try to find a solution for it, but it's like the winter birthdays.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I get cheated out of that.
Yeah.
I'm January 8th,
My wife
man.
too. She's
Oh, we
she's
get
January
played.
30th,
12,
so.
21.
Well, it's either they play you with we're gonna buy you a Christmas gift that's big enough
Yeah.
for both,
Try
or
being 4 days away from Christmas,
that's
buddy.
what, yeah, what I'm saying to you. So you're really getting
Shit.
cheated.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I'm always so stressed out.
Get the coal in the stocking, and you get a
Yeah.
birthday gift for your
Yeah.
kid's head.
So
I got
we
it
got a
right.
few like relationships with Lifetime. Like I said, YMCA. You can rent out
So
those
they'll
gyms.
refer, like they'll
Sure.
if someone rents it out, they'll refer it to you.
JCC. You
Okay.
know.
Well,
So you can.
we hope to see you soon in the
Yeah.
future with an indoor.
Inshallah.
Yeah, inshallah.
You can do it.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
for
just
sure.
we want to see you inside.
That's the near future.
Yeah.
So anyone out there with a
Property
end
or-
cap or something
Yeah.
that's not leasing, something with
How big of a square feet
10,000,
would
12,000 square feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, just to do private parties.
About how big? About 10,000 square feet you need, or
4,000 or 5,000 square feet, you'll get away with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be good enough.
high
Yeah.
ceilings.
Yeah. 12,
Yeah.
13
And then
feet
you
ceiling.
blow up the bounce houses. You rent it out for
Yeah.
month
We got
to
the
month,
tables
do a
and
month,
chairs
3
for
months,
them.
whatever.
Yeah,
all
they
you
can bring
realtors,
whatever they want.
yeah,
and we'll do something
all you
like that.
Chaldean realtors out
Yeah.
there, help the
Shout
guy
us
out.
out.
Yeah, give him a shout.
Awesome.
DM him, let him know what you got for him.
That'd
Yeah.
be great. Yeah, for
That's
sure.
awesome.
Um,
Anything that you think we didn't touch on, or that you want to bring a point, or
Yeah,
things that you're doing in the
Who do you
future,
wanna thank?
or thank?
I just want to thank my family and friends for all the support. I couldn't do it without them.
Of course.
Definitely. Sean obviously helped me start this company. His heart is still a part of it. That's for
Yeah.
sure. Brian now being a part of it. He's been awesome. And
Cool.
just all the people that support me.
Your defensive coordinator,
My
Scooter,
Scotty, yeah, for sure.
Scotty,
I wouldn't win a game without that guy.
right?
Scotty,
For
good
sure.
kid, he's good.
But I just want
Best.
to, really, I want to implement. I know Rent-A-Bounce sounds like we just do bounce houses.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But really, we do everything. So really, the name of it is Rent-A-Bounce Tents and Party Rentals. So
cool.
that's it's hard to say all that in one sentence when you're talking to somebody real quick. But
Yeah.
tents, tables, chairs, bounce houses, arcade games, photo booth, anything you need. If I don't have it, I'll get it for you.
That's
At
great.
the same
And
time,
we'll post it. Is it on your site? Do you have a site, like a website, right?
Yeah,
So-
rentabounce.com.
Okay, so we'll post that up
Yeah, it's
on
funny. Beans.
Oh, he's doing it.
Andrew was the one that started my website.
Oh, wow.
He
Brother?
created my
Yeah.
first one.
They call him Beans
Beans.
Sorry.
because of Binno. So
Oh, there you go.
That's
Beans.
his nickname.
Yeah, so they
He made my first website. So
Great.
That was cool.
that's awesome.
You want to shout out some of your teammates that are going to lose to Red this week?
Oh yeah, baby. We got Jordan Rassam, Danny.
Oh, no, this won't be out before then.
It won't be out.
No.
All right. Well, let's celebrate right now
Yeah.
that we beat
Yeah.
my older brother.
What was the
Team
final?
Red. Final score is gonna be 35-0.
What?
Because my
What's-
team wants to put up some goose eggs.
35
Yes.
to
So-
0.
Might
Wow.
be.
Yeah, you got a crazy defense, man.
Yeah. Our defense is good, and we really want to come out and
You got somebody at every position.
for sure.
I gotta see this. I'll come after church.
Come
sometime.
Sunday.
What
What
time
time's
is
your
it?
game?
Yeah.
We got the primetime game.
You do.
Yeah, so
9:30.
right 9:30.
Okay. I
Yeah,
can
we
make
got
it.
the
You'll
early
make it.
game, 8:15.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, blue versus black.
You guys beat us last week. That was annoying.
Yellow versus, I'm sorry, white versus red, and yellow versus
Black?
green.
Green. Okay.
We got black.
So you guys are first game, and
Yep.
then yellow and
Yep,
green
yep.
are last. Cool.
Cool.
Honestly,
Anyone
guys-
else you want to thank or shout out?
I think
Any
we
other businesses out there you want to shout out? You want to give Scotty a plug?
Scotty.
Do you want to get him on the show, or do we need to get
He's
him on the
not,
show?
I'm trying to get the guy to open up his own CPA plays, and he's not doing it. So
He'll do it.
we'll get him
He'll
to
do
do it.
He'll do it.
So hopefully I'll give him a shout out if he does do it. Everybody
do it.
support him.
Awesome.
So
And
but yeah,
you'll
Get it
CPA,
done,
baby.
Scotty. Get it
For sure.
done. Not
All
like
right.
working
Awesome,
for
man.
yourself. That's the best.
Yeah, and the kid's
is.
he's a champion.
He is.
He'll definitely do it.
for sure.
Awesome.
Cool. All right, thanks, man.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
I
buddy.
appreciate it.
Great having you. Good luck with
Awesome.
your future success.
Thanks.